As a kid, I kind of wanted to be everything. I wanted to be a surgeon, I wanted to be a teacher, I wanted to be a meteorologist. I originally majored in journalism, really couldn't stand it, and I just didn't want to spend the rest of my life doing something that I didn't like. CUNY BA was definitely the answers to my frustrations.
I grew up in Berlin in a trilingual household, so I had all these 3 languages going on. And I started teaching German classes. I said to myself, how are children learning a second language? I have to educate myself. So when I heard about the CUNY BA program, I was thrilled.
I grew up in Tucson, Arizona. I auditioned for the Juilliard School. I got in. I left to do professional work, including All My Children's soap opera. I was on for 2 years. When that ended, I was left wondering, what do I do now? And I wanted to go back to school. And I got the feeling I'd get a lot of personal attention at CUNY BA.
What is unique about the CUNY BA program is actually the student. They come up with a unique idea. They choose a mentor. They come up with your own major.
So you come in there with your passion. They just oversee the process. And they put you in touch with your mentor. And they have an advisor, and they make sure that you're set up.
So in my case, I had cognitive psychology and psycholinguistics put together. Going back to college was not my first choice. Just the idea of being an adult student and taking all these 100 classes with freshmen, and they have no idea about your life and you're struggling. It wasn't actually a waste of time what I did, working in the community-based centers or in public health projects or just teaching German to immigrants. Your diversity was actually celebrated, and they said, you are unique, you're a rebellious student, you're very welcome. When I was finally enrolled in the CUNY BA program, I had my mentor. Typically, as an undergrad, you don't have that feeling that they value your research interests. She was so committed to my own path of finding myself and my own strengths in research. Now that I'm in grad school, back in the CUNY program, I'm teaching Psych 100, which is an introductory class to psychology. I really feel I'm back at home.
After actually working, I felt called to do more. I felt my life might be for something bigger. What was missing out of that experience was like understanding the world, analyzing the world, things that I got through my CUNY BA experience. And I've taken liberal arts at Hunter. I've done an independent study with a great professor at Queens College. New York's your campus, so it was a great way to experience the city. I also got an internship at the Department of Cultural Affairs, which helped me out tremendously because I got to see cultural policy at work and see for myself whether that was a fit. It activated me in a way that said I could be responsible for my education. I'm graduating with my Bachelor of Science in Media for the Performing Arts. I've been accepted to Cambridge for a Master's in Philosophy in Arts and Culture Education. CUNY has really prepared me for taking on that research degree.
We don't think only as historians or only as psychologists. There has to necessarily be an interplay between the way that we look at the world. I did African diaspora studies. Being able to have the freedom in CUNY BA to develop all these different lenses for looking at the world was really fantastic. I went to Ghana as a part of CUNY Study Abroad. I also participated in the Salzburg Global Seminar, which takes place in Salzburg, Austria. Those were fantastic opportunities to step outside of myself, to see things that I had read about in books, to really experience something wholly different. After graduating, I was accepted into Harvard into a PhD program in African and African American Studies. I am really excited to return to Nigeria as a part of the Fulbright Hayes Group Projects Abroad program. CUNY BA was the perfect training ground, really, for all that I'm doing now.
Come to school ready to say, this is what I want to do, this is my passion, but so many don't know what they want to do. And then they waste their time on a major that, that doesn't really speak to them. They need to go out into the world, see where they fit, what makes them indignant, what makes them passionate, and then from there, create their own curriculum.
At the end of the day, it's you that has to go out there and go after what you want.
I wasn't always sure. I was a college dropout in Germany. I failed my classes in economy. However, I could take out the potential that was like buried somewhere inside of myself.
It's like a key to the city. It just opens things up in such a wonderful way.
Just Choose your path.